The purpose of today's session is to understand what is meant by artificial intelligence. We're going to be looking at what AI is, and we should be able to describe the main characteristics of artificial intelligence, which are the collection of data and rules for utilizing that data, an ability to reason, and an ability to learn and adapt from the data that it holds. Now, normally AI systems are trained and then they have the ability to deal with new kinds of data that's been input, normally known as an external stimulus. We're going to be looking at all of that in this lesson today. So let's begin by looking at what artificial intelligence actually is, what the definition is. Artificial intelligence is a branch of computer science dealing with the simulation of intelligent human behavior by a computer. Now, this ability to think is often referred to as cognitive functions of the human brain. Now, cognition basically means an ability to think. All of these cognitive functions can be replicated in AI and can be measured against human benchmarks such as reasoning, speech, the use of senses like sound, sight, touch, and smell. We can digitize all of that and we can program a computer to recognize it and then act upon it. In the exam, you will be asked to define what artificial intelligence is, and you should be able to give a technical definition for it. Now, how do we distinguish between a program, which is normal, and then one that's classed as AI? We look at characteristics, which are basically features. And the three main characteristics that define an AI are it should be a collection of rules and data. It should have an ability to reason, and it can learn and adapt to external inputs. Now, on screen, you see something called labeled and unlabeled data, and we'll look at that in more detail later on when we talk about machine learning. Labeled data is something that we categorize. So we say, this is a picture of a cat, this is a picture of a dog. So we train the AI using that. Unlabeled data is when we don't train the AI or we use data which isn't given a category. So imagine if you can train an artificially intelligent program with labeled data and then give it an unknown picture of a dog or a cat. It should be able to categorize that into the right category. And basically, those rules of categorization and the data are put into that AI system. It then has an ability to reason when a new piece of input comes in and then categorize it. So an AI should be able to reason to produce a conclusion or an answer, and reasoning is the ability to draw a reasoned conclusion based on whatever data it's given. Now, deductive reasoning is where a number of correct facts are built up. We do that by gathering relevant data to form a set of rules, logic that can be applied to other problems. Now, machine learning utilizes this quite extensively, and we're going to be looking at that in a moment. So the three main characteristics you need to know are an AI is a collection of rules and data, it has an ability to reason, and it can learn and adapt to external inputs. Now, AI is categorized into three types. We have the narrow AI, which is basically a machine or a program that has superior performance to a human in just one specific task. For example, it can beat us at chess. That's all it can do, beat us at chess, nothing else. A general AI is a machine which is similar but not superior in its performance in doing one specific task. So it could be things like data analysis and recognition that that's a face, that's a cat, that's a dog. So it's got similar performance to humans but not superior. Strong AI is the one that people are often scared of. This is a machine or a program that has superior performance to humans in many tasks. Now, we haven't yet created a system that can do that. Most artificially intelligent systems are normally equal to or superior to humans in just one task. Some can do many tasks perhaps, but they're very inferior and they can't do it really well. The moment we create an AI that is going to be superior to us in multiple tasks, then we've got a bit of a problem. That's called the singularity, the event when AI will overtake human intelligence. We're a bit far away from that right now, but with the rate of progress, the way technology is developing, you never know. Now, artificial intelligence can be grouped into three parts. The first is AI itself, a program that can sense, reason, act, and adapt. Machine learning is a subset of that. Basically, most of our AI is machine learning at the moment, algorithms whose performance improve as they are exposed to more data over time. And a subset of that is deep learning, which is a multi-layered neural network which is modeled on the human brain, and they learn from vast amounts of data. So we're creating deep learning systems, but all we're doing right now is adapting machine learning and passing it on as artificial intelligence. Over time, a lot of machine learning systems, a lot of deep learning systems could be grouped together to create that strong AI. However, we don't need to go into that level of depth right now. That's more for A level. You should be able to define what machine learning is, which is the most common form of AI used at the moment. It basically allows a program to automatically adapt its own processes and or data. That's the definition for it, and that's something that you need to remember for the exam. So three categories and the definition of machine learning. So what are some common examples of the uses of AI today? Well, we use it to generate news, so news generation based on live news feeds. For example, Instagram and Facebook have complex algorithms which take a number of different factors. I think there are over 100,000 factors that are taken into account when Facebook decides what news to show you. And those include interest, previous posts, creator, type, recency, all of those kind of things, in addition to what your friends like and what kind of news that you clicked on previously, your affinities, your political views, all sorts of things come into play. AI is used in smart home devices, assistants such as Amazon Alexa or Apple Siri. They're used in chatbots like ChatGPT. They interact via instant messaging on websites. They're used in autonomous vehicles to decide what an object in front of it is or how far it is from the next car, when it should brake, when it should accelerate, all of that kind of stuff. Facial expression recognitions are utilized. For example, are you happy? Are you sad? All of those are examples of AI, and there are so many more. And hopefully, you should be doing some research in this area to know what the cutting edge of artificial intelligence is. So please do some research. Please do find out what's going on with AI. Maybe a quick Google search, maybe looking at websites like The Conversation will give you an idea of what the latest developments are. That's all you're expected to know. That's where we're going to end today's lesson. Hopefully, you should be able to answer the following questions by now. What is meant by artificial intelligence? You should be able to list three characteristics of AI. You should be able to list three uses of AI or examples of AI. You should be able to describe the three categories of AI, and you should be able to describe what machine learning is. If you do have any questions, as usual, please post them in the comments below. That's all for today, and I'll see you in the next one.